I'm dropping 30 this game.
YouTube crew, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. Now today we are breaking down a 30 kill win that I had the other day on stream while talking about two crucial rebirth tactics that you have to be using if you want to start dropping higher kill games. And higher kill games could mean anything. It could mean finally hitting 10 kills in a game, could mean finally hitting the 20 bomb, or even hitting the coveted 30 bomb like I did here. Now, a little bonus tip for you here before I hit this play button. This isn't one of the tactics that I'm going to be talking about, but I really want to highlight how often in this game we keep UAVs up, because it is a lot. And that's kind of where we start off here, is with a UAV up. We have loadout already. We didn't really have anything early game. And what I see is kind of two over this way in Lighthouse building. I got two in headquarters and a bunch of people over in Nova 6 and in prison. Now, as I'm pushing in here, I see one flying into the roof, and I know that this one in headquarters is above me. So he's going to be second level. I'm going to go ahead and push here, and I see him right around the corner. I'm able to get the down thanks to the incendiary rounds, and as I'm pushing, I hit my throwing knife, because I always hit my throwing knives. And I noticed this guy right here. Now, tactic number one is going to be your pace of play. If you want to start dropping 20 bombs and 30 bombs, you have to start playing faster, looting less, pushing person to person quicker, and really making decisions quickly. So immediately here, he's going to go ahead and push. Boom, I'm able to get the down. I'm able to get the thirst. And now I catch this guy right here. This leads me to tactic number two. Right here, you see that he has one teammate alive right here. So tactic number two for high kill games that we're really going to be paying attention to is how we farm this lobby. This lobby is going to be healthy early. It's going to die out, and we are going to keep about 5 teams alive for about 2 circles. So let's go ahead and keep pushing here. I immediately get another UAV. I'm lucky enough to get it on the ground, and I'm going to leave that person alive. And farming kills just gives us more opportunities. The more we can keep teams alive, the healthier the lobby stays, the more opportunities that we have for kills. Now, as I push in here, I'm going to go ahead and see this guy on my level right here. I'm able to get the down. I take a little bit of damage, actually no damage there, but I'm going to go ahead and push up. Immediately pushing here. I don't reload the MP40. I'm immediately pushing rooftop, switch to the Cooper carbine. I get the down. I get the thirst. Now I'm going to go ahead and push down below. I see 2 people up, right? So I can go challenge one of them. And as I am moving, I am plating. That's part of pace of play here, is really moving while plating, constantly pushing people and repositioning throughout fights to put ourselves in a better position. Now, right here, I was going to buy a UAV, but unfortunately, no buy right there. So T-Cap's going to get it up, and look at our cash flow right now. We have $35,000. T-Cap's going to go ahead and pop the UAV here, immediately going to go push this guy roof.
Tell me when you need it.
As I turn here, I'm going to challenge. I get the down. I get the thirst. Quick check, by the way, 6 kills. We have 10 other teams still up. So a few teams just died right there. And I noticed that one somewhere near Gondola. So this is another great example of how quick I play. I'm going to go ahead and push. I'm able to get the down. I'm able to get the thirst. And as now I see one pushing up here. So I get the down, I get the thirst, quickly reposition to get into safety. Now, one thing I do want to mention as I'm slide canceling back here, I'm able to get kind of in cover. I'm able to replay. One thing I do want to say here is I am well aware that this lobby is not great. This was Saturday morning, first game on. I hadn't played in 2 days, but I capitalized on this lobby, which a lot of you would not. I got this lobby and dropped 30 kills. You get this lobby and might drop 10 to 12 and may or may not get the win. Or maybe you do PR and you drop 20, but I dropped 30 here. So we're talking about tactics to get more kills in games. That's what we're really focusing on. The execution component we're not talking about here. Now, I'm a little bit patient. And again, watch how quick I play this. I'm going to go ahead and push here. This is a combination, right? This situation right here. We're going to pay attention to both tactics here. Watch how I quickly make a decision and I reposition. Watch how I farm this team. So I'm able to get the down. I'm able to get the thirst. I hear one flying in. So I quickly turn. I snap on that guy. I get the down. I don't know if the guy I just downed is the last guy or not. So I'm going to run away. A lot of people are like, well, I had to kill him. No, you didn't. You can get away. So playing fast, I'm able to get away. Now I'm in a position where I can farm that team, leave that team up. We have 8 teams still alive. We have 9 kills. So we're still going to pick up 21 here. I'm going to pop UAV, and I have a lot of cash here. So I'm going to pop one, buy one, keep rolling. Bunch of people still in Nova 6, so we're still in a really good spot. But I want to get more in on the action. I just said, I don't know if you heard that. I'm playing too slow. You know, teams are getting wiped. So I'm going to go ahead and push around here. I'm able to get the down. I'm able to get the thirst. And now I see that there's 2, right? There's one on prison. There's one to the right. So I'm going to go ahead and challenge this guy over this way. And I catch this guy to my left right there. So hitting all of my shots, that's where the execution component really comes into play, right? There is an execution component to getting higher kill games. You've got to be able to hit shots.
Oh my God.
Use movement to your advantage. Put yourself in good positions, which we aren't talking about today. We were talking about rebirth tactics. So I'm going to let that team live. Big mistake here. I really wish I hadn't done this. Guy on my level right here. We have UAV up. That's not the mistake. I don't die here or anything. I pop another UAV. I was already in my head to pop the UAV. Little bit of a momentary lapse in judgment there. And I pop a second UAV, which doesn't help us at all. So I'm able to get that kill. I notice that there's people still below me, so I'm going to go ahead and push. Again, plating while moving. Starting to figure out who I'm pushing next. I hear this guy to the left, so I'm going to go ahead and challenge that guy. I hit all of my shots. We talked about execution component, and now I'm immediately going to push over. I still have a throwing knife. I still have 30 rounds in the MP40, so I'm going to go ahead and play fast, challenging this guy right here. I hit shots, and watch this. This is where I talk about the importance of slide canceling and why it's so important to be effective with it. Watch how long this guy chases me. If I miss a slide cancel here, I'm probably dead. He's still chasing. By the way, last one alive, so I'm really trying to do three things here. I'm trying to reload, I'm trying to replate, and I'm trying to farm him. So I'm just going to keep running. He's still chasing me. He's still chasing me right here. And now I'm in a spot where I can start to replate because I have cover. I have 15. TCAP has 15. Second circle hasn't started closing yet. We have 5 teams still up. Only 5 teams. Not really great. We'd ideally like to have 8, 9, 10. But we have 5. Yet we're still going to drop the 30 bomb because of how well we farm teams. I get the down there. I get the thirst. And one person is now flying in above me. So like I said, we have 5 teams. It's not great. And at this point, it's pretty tough to farm teams for this long and still because teams get very spread out. That's what you're dealing with right here is teams being very spread out. Now, as I turn this corner here, I'm going to get the down right there. This guy actually teleports up the zip. I thought he quit, which would have been really bad because that would have meant I got 29. I end up getting that kill later. I don't go thirst that guy. So I'm going to go ahead and buy another UAV. And real quick here, as I'm going and rotating up towards prison, if you are looking to get better at Rebirth, I took my KD from a 0.72 over a 4 KD, so I really understand what it takes to get better. My whole goal is simply to help you get better. So if you are looking to get better at Rebirth, just consider hitting that subscribe button down below so my content gets pushed you a little bit more. I do videos every single day. So if you want to know when I post, make sure you turn on that notification bell as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and pop UAV here. I'm going to see this guy right around the corner. I'm going to go ahead and challenge hit all of my shots there. We get the down. We get the thirst. Still focusing on pace of play and farming teams. Now we have this team over at control, and I want to talk about my thought process here. Hindsight being 2020, I don't really know exactly what I was thinking in this moment, but what I think my thought process is, there is one team over at control. There are 4 teams over on this side of the map. So instead of going and pushing this team over at control, I'm going to go keep getting in on the action where the 4 teams are and giving myself more opportunities. So that's what I think my thought process was, but I'm not totally sure. Now, I have one below me. I have one over on my level to the left, and I'm just trying to challenge, right? I'm trying to figure out where I can get an easy pick. I end up seeing this guy on my level, and as I turn this corner, I'm actually in a tough spot, but I end up hitting all of my shots there. I get the down, I get the thirst, and right here's a great example of how I'm moving and plating at the same time. I know that these teams are over here, so I'm going to start to plate and move at the same time.
That's fine, that's fine.
Trying to push this way and get myself closer to the action while those teams aren't a threat to me. And we have a UAV up still. Notice how much of this game we've kept UAVs up and how easy it is to figure out where free kills are. Big tip for you right there. Keep UAVs up and focus on cash flow. But that allowed me to plate and move kind of that direction, knowing that I wasn't in trouble. Now, right here, I decide ultimately to push over to control now.
This is 30.
This is 30. This is 30. I can feel it. We still have 5 teams up, so we lasted like a whole circle with 5 teams, not wiping any. I see one on roof. Now, I really want to talk about this situation right here, right after I get this down. I get this down on the guy in the street, finally. Took a lot of shots, but in another video the other day, I talked about using doors to our advantage. Now, we see this guy on the roof right here, straight ahead of me. And when you use doors to your advantage, closing doors behind you is a big advantage in buildings. And here's why. Your enemy has to do one of 2 things. Your enemy either has to slow down and slow peek the door, or they have to bust through the door and make a lot of noise. And you're going to see how this plays into effect right here. So I'm going to go ahead and push in here. I'm shutting this door, and now I hear him bust through the door. So I know he's challenging me. Now, I was kind of anticipating him challenging me there, but he has to bust through that door or slow peek it, which slows him down. That gives me a huge advantage. So it's something to just try to get into the habit to a little bit more when people are chasing you when you're in these fights in buildings. Shut doors behind you if you can. It's going to just make it harder for your enemy to challenge you. So we're going to go ahead and push over towards this side of the lobby. We're going to farm that team of control, let them come back so that we have more opportunities for kills. And I'm going to see what I can do here. TCAP gets that down. He apologized for taking it. But you know what, guys?
Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
You know what? We're on pace. He was in a good spot there to get that kill. It's not a big deal. We got 21. Still 5 teams up. Still 5 teams up. So from Nova to now, we still have 5 teams. I'm going to go ahead and keep pushing here. I do have another UAV up. One backside this way, but these people are on my level. So talk about playing with pace here. This is pace. I get the down. I'd say probably about 95% of you would go for this thirst right here. You would be thirst hungry. You would try to get it. Instead, I'm just going to leave him. Even if that person has self-revive, I'm going to go challenge this person. And if that person behind me self-revives, he's a bullet. Like, he's not going to replay and then challenge me. So I'm going to go ahead and challenge back this way. I hit all of my shots right there. Now I thirst the first one. I'm going to go thirst the second one right here. And now a team got wiped. So we have 23 kills. We have 4 teams still up. I know that the last person on that team is way backside this way. Now I look at this mini-map. We got UAV up. And I still have my UAV in pocket, just really highlighting that. We have one person all the way back here and one person kind of down at the shore side. Now, we still have, that makes 2 other teams kind of backside this way, and there's a lot of dots. So I'm going to go ahead and push this way and get back into the action here. Keep playing with pace. Keep pushing teams. Putting myself in a good position. Now, as I push over, TCAP's going to go down right here to the team to the right, and they are kind of on each other. Now, right here, I see this solo dot right here. See this solo dot down below? So I'm going to go ahead and challenge this person.
Yeah, I keep getting one down.
And hit the down, get the thirst. Last one is over to the left here. Now, as I go to challenge, I actually have something that I want to talk about. But as I go to challenge here, I'm just going to waiting because Gas is pushing. They're both on my level. And this is another great example of how to farm teams. So I'm going to get the down here. Finally. There it is. I get the thirst, and there's one more alive. So I'm going to go ahead and let them be. I'm going to pop UAV here. I'm going to rotate to the right. I see this one right below me, so I'm going to go ahead and challenge. I get the down. I get the thirst. By the way, at some point there, a team died. So we're down to 3 teams, 5 other people, and I have 26.
I need 4.
Now, this was the one mistake that I made.
Okay.
I got too aggressive. I should have let this team respawn back in. There's still time. Even though respawn's disabled, there's still the opportunity for them to get back in as long as they died before the respawn timer.
I'll
now,
drop money on,
this is again what I said going back to this lobby wasn't great. I'm well aware this lobby wasn't great. But I dropped 30 here. And because of the pace that I play with and because we farm teams. A lot of you may wipe teams. A lot of you may not play fast enough. That's what I'm really talking about here. Those 2 high kill rebirth tactics. This guy's caught out in the open. I get the down. I get the thirst. I almost choked this, by the way. I think this guy's in the corner of the shack. That's where I anticipate him. So as I turn this corner here, I'm actually going to almost die. Like literally a bullet.
Yeah, leave him.
That guy almost ruins. Well, actually, I almost ruined my own game because I didn't anticipate him well. And I just assumed he was in the corner when he wasn't. Now, TCAP's going to be a really good teammate. He's going to let me get the 30 here. Be a good teammate if your teammate's on PR pace or on a really good game. Like, let him get the dub. TCAP lets me get the 30 bombs. So I hope you found today's video helpful. Start implementing those 2 high kill rebirth tactics if you are looking to get more kills. Let's go break some PRs using these. Let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.